Out of the 13 perks we see from World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 Zombies, which 5 are the best of them all? Let's take a look. Hi guys, and welcome back to another top 5 zombie video, and today we're going to be ranking the top 5 best perks from World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 Zombies. Now guys, if you are enjoying this series where we take a trip down memory lane, then please leave a like rating and subscribe to show your support. Hopefully a lot of you enjoy the nostalgia from these videos, but with that said, let's move on to the list. And sitting in at the number 5 spot, we have PhD Flopper from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Now, Flopper isn't actually a perk which I buy all that often. I don't really tend to use explosive weapons all that much, but if you guys don't know what this perk does, it prevents you from receiving any sort of splash damage from any weapons that you use, and it also allows you to create a explosion when you dolphin dive from an elevated area, like you can see in that clip just there. And this perk for only 2,000 points is really good, I think, for value for what you pay for. So it's basically a 2-in-1 perk. And if you're using the Mustang and Sally or the Reagan Mark 1 or any other sort of grenade launcher like the RPG or the M72 Law or the China Leg, anything like that, I think this perk is incredibly useful to have. It was introduced in Ascension, the map which I'm playing in this clip, and it was also in Call of the Dead, Moon, Shangri-La, and it was brought back in Black Ops 2 in Grief on Cell Block, and it's also available on Origins from the Wonder Fizz machine, I think it's called. But yeah, like I said, for 2,000 points, I think it's very good value for money. It allows you basically to, if you have an explosive weapon like the Mustang Sally, if you get stuck in a corner, you can just literally shoot the ground, and then it spray all of your explosive rounds, and it will basically get you out of any situation. So a very good perk if it's used correctly. Obviously, if you're not using an explosive weapon, there's not really much point buying it, which is why it comes in at number 5, but overall I think it's a very good perk, so it comes in at the number 5 spot. Now moving on to the number 4 spot, we have one of the original 4 perks, and we have Speed Cola. Now Speed Cola for 3,000 points allows you to reload your weapon in half the time. Now this is very useful when using shotguns such as the trench gun, KSG, SPAS 12, HS10, anything which the player or the character only puts in one bullet at a time. And it's also very useful, of course, with LMGs, the Browning and the ALSAT in particular, because they are bout fed. And I believe this perk is just so useful in so many areas. There's not a situation where you wouldn't want this perk, but the reason why it comes in at number 4 and not in a better spot is because for pistols and SMGs and assault rifles to a degree, you don't actually need this perk, because you will still reload, of course, without Speed Cola. Speed Cola doesn't actually do anything for you, it just speeds up something which you do anyway, if that makes sense. And so, but saying that, it is very useful. You can see it in this clip. I'm using the double barrel shotgun, which is a weapon which you reload very frequently, and it's just making it so much easier to kill the zombies, and it's just so good being able to just reload quickly and get back into the game of killing zombies. So like I said, with other weapons like the SMGs and pistols, you don't necessarily need it. Yes, it is nice to have, but it's not essential. But of course, if you are camping, then this is a must. In World at War, I think Speed Cola is a lot more beneficial because there's more places to camp, but in Black Ops 2, training obviously came more into the game than camping. So I think in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, Speed Cola wasn't as useful, but still very good to have. So I think overall, I think the number 4 spot is a fair position for Speed Cola. But sitting one place above Speed Cola, we have my personal favourite perk. We have Stamin-Up from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Now for 2,000 points, this perk allows you to sprint quicker, and it also allows you to sprint for double the duration than you can normally. and I believe this perk is very, very underrated. I think people overlook Stamin-Up quite a lot. I think it's such a useful and very, very good perk to have. Now, if you're training, this perk is, of course, one of the best ones to get. If you're camping, then there's just no point buying it. But if you're playing maps such as Origins, where you're going to be running around quite a lot, or Transit, for example, I think Stamin-Up is definitely one of the perks which you should be getting. I would strongly advise getting Stamin-Up if you're playing on Origins or Transit. But yeah, like I said, I think it's actually very, very underrated. I actually buy this perk in pretty much every game when I play zombies. It's on, I believe it's on every map from Black Ops 2 except for Mob of the Dead and Die Rise, and on Black Ops 1 it's and Farm, sorry, and on Black Ops 1 it's available on Ascension when it was introduced. It's on Call of the Dead, Shangri-La and Moon, so it's on quite a lot of maps, and for 2,000 points I think it is relatively cheap. It's definitely one of the more affordable perks. But I think it's a very, very useful perk, and it's just so nice just to be able to just run around and get to destinations quicker, you know, or help you get through the mud if you're playing on Origins. It's no, if you've got a certain objective which you've got to complete, Stamin-Up just helps you get to that place that extra bit quicker. And it also helps, of course, when running away from boss zombies such as the Panzer from Origins, and you know, the denizens from Transit. You can actually outrun the denizens if you have a pistol and Stamin-Up when you're sprinting. So that's actually quite a cool thing to know. But Stamin-Up is one of my favourite perks. I just love being able to just run around quickly and just, you know, getting just where I want to be. I don't like sort of sluggishly moving around. It's just not for me. So Stamin-Up, I think it is an exceptional perk and very underrated. So it comes in at the number 3 spot. Tapping itself in at the number 2 spot, guys, we have Double Tap 2.0 exclusively from Black Ops 2. Now this perk is available on every single Black Ops 2 map excluding Bus Depot, because of course that map has no perks at all. And what this perk does, it increases your fire rate by 33%, and it also doubles your damage output from your weapon. And I'm very, very surprised that they did not increase the price of Double Tap 2.0, because obviously in World at War and Black Ops 1, Double Tap 1.0 just simply increased your fire rate by 33%, and that also costs 2,000. But Double Tap 2.0 does the same thing as what Double Tap 1 does, but it also doubles your damage output. So I'm very, very surprised that they kept the price at 2,000 points. Even if this perk costs 3,000, I still think it would be on this list. It's very, very effective. It takes weapons from really not the best to usable to a degree. That the difference is just phenomenal when you buy this perk. And there is no situation where you would not want Double Tap 2. I seriously cannot fault it whatsoever. It is essential if you want to get to a high round. Yes, the fire rate increase is nice, but the reason really why everyone buys this perk is the damage increase. So 200% damage increase, absolutely phenomenal, and it is the best perk in terms of value for what you get for your money. 2,000 points for Double Tap 2 is an absolute bargain, and it definitely does deserve the number 2 spot. I think we all knew this was coming. Slotting itself in at the number 1 spot, we have JUGGER-NOG, the most famous perk from Call of Duty Zombies history. Now, JUGGER-NOG is one of the original 4 perks first introduced in Verrucht, and it's in every single map from that point, excluding Bus Depot and Cell Block Grief from Black Ops 2. Now, if you don't know what this perk does, then you probably shouldn't be watching this video, but in case there's someone out there who doesn't know what it does, it increases your hit points. So before you buy JUGGER-NOG, you go down after you get hit twice by a zombie in quick succession, but once you buy JUGGER-NOG, that is increased to 5 hits, which is of course very, very useful to avoid going down, because when you do go down, you do lose all of your perks which you bought previously. But if you buy JUGGER-NOG first, then you are sort of decreasing your chances of going down in the first place, which means that you won't lose any perks which you buy after JUGGER-NOG. So JUGGER-NOG should always be the very first perk which you buy, unless you're some sort of madman and you don't like playing without Jug. But if you are attempting a high round attempt or anything like that, or just playing casually, then JUGGER-NOG should be 100% the very first perk which you buy. And I think the price of JUGGER-NOG is actually very, very generous. 2,500 points for the best perk in the game is very, very kind of Treyarch. I think even if the price was doubled at 5,000, I still think it will still be the best perk and the most bought perk, because it is invaluable. You know, having your HP increase from 2 hits to 5 hits is so important if you want to get to you know, a decent round. So I think we're all in an agreement with this. I don't think that there's anyone out there who could really say JUGGER-NOG isn't the best perk. So I think this is the least controversial #1 spot on any of my lists. So JUGGER-NOG has to come in at our #1 spot. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and also let me know what you thought about my list in the comment section down below. Also guys, I have created an entire playlist full of different top 5 zombie videos, so if you are interested, then please make sure that you check them out as well. So thank you again for watching, and we'll be back soon with another video. Goodbye.